Hello and good evening. Another round of Monday Tidbits with me. And today I have decided that I will be going for some shoe review. Obviously, whoever has seen the teaser which I have posted in Instagram and other places in social media, it's all about Essex, my newfound love. Um, Before I even start going for the review bit, and I'll talk a lot. Maybe today I'll take a I'll request all of you to bear with me because it might take more than 15 minutes. What I'll be uh, what I'll be doing is that I'll be taking up three particular shoes of Essex, which are the new ones. I'll be doing for Nova Blast 2. I'll be doing a short review of Magic Speed and Metressa. While doing this, I would love to start with a disclosure. All these three shoes which I'll be talking about are all purchased by me. None of them has come from Essex. Whatever I am saying, it is the first time I'm saying here. This has not been discussed with anybody in the past. All the shoes have been extensively used, and only then I'm talking about them. These are not at all brand new shoes. And number three is that nobody has ever influenced, requested me to do this particular shoe review. Having said this, let me start the review. Okay, first I'll pick up the Nova Blast 2. Um, So this is the Nova Blast 2. As you can see, it's already been used quite a bit. I have actually ran more than 100 kilometers, almost 200 kilometers with this shoe. I have also used the Nova Blast 1 quite extensively. In fact, last year when I was doing my 30 by 30, I actually used this shoe quite extensively. In fact, most of my 30 by 30 runs, if not all, so close to 800 kilometers, I ran on this shoe. And I realized the goodness of this shoe. So when the Nova Blast 2 came in, I jumped and purchased it and I started running on it. So what are the basically what are the good things and the bad things of the shoe? I will first start about a little bit of specs. This is a particular shoe which gives you a heel drop of 8 mm with a very high stack, and the heel stack is close to 33 mm. And this is a pretty heavy shoe that way because it weighs 275 grams. It is a neutral shoe. People who have attended my workshop in the past, they know how I explained in great details about what is a neutral, what is supination, what is pronation, and who needs a neutral shoe. So typically, if you are supinated or you are neutral, your foot is neutral, then you should use this shoe. This is not a stability shoe, which is typically used for people who are pronated. Um, so this is a high stack, nice, responsive flight foam midsole shoe. What is the flight foam is FF Blast as they call it. Um, this is a very typical of all new age Essex shoes which they use. It's very responsive, extremely cushioning, a classical shoe for your training long run, typical endurance long run shoe. This give you a lot of comfort, lot of cushion. However, please keep in mind it has a very high heel. So people who don't like a very heavy heel or don't like a heavy shoe, this is not for them. But this is an excellent training shoe for me when I go for the 35K or 40K. If even more, I've done a 65K run with these shoes. Excellent from a durability point of view because the outsole, as you can see, even after 200 kilometers, there's a barely any impact. And what they say is the middle portion like this, what actually Essex says that they give a trampoline like finish, the bounciness. So once you put and go, you take the ground reaction 4, and you go up, it give you a nice snappy feeling, um, which is a nice feeling. And what change I see typically from the previous one which I showed you, which is the Nova Blast 1, is the heel area. They have put in something, they call it a heel stabilizer. This actually give you nice balance. A lot of people, who's after the typically the people who are heel strike, at times, it just wobbles a bit with a shoe which has got very high stack height on the heel. So this actually stabilizes that, which is a very nice thing for this particular shoe. I call it a workhorse. It is a very versatile shoe, but it can take a lot of load. But again, it is not a typical shoe which will be used for speed workouts, or you really want a very fast kind of a feeling. Then this might not be the right shoe for you. Also, what happens that mm, people who are predominantly shorter distance runner, I think for them also this is not may not be the right kind of shoe. Again, these are my feeling. It's thick, as even if you see the upper of the shoe, it's quite cushy. The tongue is quite cushy. They have improved on the laces. The Nova Plus One laces were not very comfortable lace. They were not very stretchy. They change it in Nova Plus 2. The laces are quite stretchy, which give very snug feet on the foot. Now, coming back to the final thing, which is the price point, I think Nova Blast 2 is very nicely priced. They have not changed their price from the Nova Blast 1. It is 12,999, which is close to 13,000 Indian rupees. It is a slightly maybe on the higher side, keeping on view the other trainer shoes, but it has its own benefits. So I think from a price point, this is not very high, but also it is not a very cheap shoe. Let me put it that way. Now I will move into something which is very few people have so far maybe tried, which is the Essex Magic Speed. The biggest advantage I find of Essex Magic Speed is that this is the cheapest carbon plated shoe to my mind. I haven't come across any other carbon plated shoe which you can get at 13,000 rupees. This is the same price as the Nova Blast. What are the added benefits? There are a few things which I'll just give. It's an extremely light shoe in this category. This weighs only 230 grams as compared to Nova Blast 2, which is close to 275 grams. And the upper is absolutely thin. To make it a lighter shoe, what they've done, they've cut corners. They have tried to cut all the places where they could reduce, which actually gives you much more visibility on the upper. The tongue is absolutely fine, just a little bit of cloth here. The laces are as it's a very they try to make it as minimal as possible, except the heel. This is 5 drop shoe with a close to 29 as compared to a close to 33 heel stack of a Nova Blast 2. And this has a half carbon plate. So the carbon plate starts from here and it goes like this. So what it gives is a nice snappy feel. It's hard. So now, when you're wearing a Magic Speed, what it gives you a faster run. This is not a typical trainer for a easy endurance long run. Rather, this is a great shoe for a tempo run of 10 or 15K. This is an excellent shoe when you speed up. When you're running slow, this might not give you the joy. because this is a tough one. Yeah, this is a hard, because the carbon plate resides here, right? What it gives you also is a kind of a, it makes you kind of a race ready. I really loved running on this shoe, and I don't know how many people have already recommended to use this particular shoe. Um, the other benefit of this shoe is it is the glide sole technology, as they call. You know, this is one of the shoe which is great for people who are absolutely, who use the midfoot or the front foot for the running. But this is also not a bad shoe for a hill strike runner. Personally, I don't like hill striking. I keep telling people that they should avoid striking hill when they're running. But this particular shoe is a nice shoe for the people, for those runners who are using hill strike, because you can strike hill and then go. It can go like this. This is a great shoe from that point of view. uh, from a price point, again, this is the same price as a Novelas 2, 13,000 rupees. um, Great shoe for a training speed workout. I haven't talked about the outsole. The outsole, when you first see, you feel like, okay, this might not give you a much of a grip, but when you start running, this actually give you a very nice grip. Even I have ran this in places where there are water. I haven't ran any of these shoes in rains, but even when the road is wet, or there are patches where there's a little muddy, I find that this grips pretty well. Um, and the beauty of this particular outsole, which currently Essex is using, is that this is pretty durable. See, this is 100 kilometers, more than 200 kilometers I've ran, but still there is barely any. Typically, I am a supinated, so this part of my shoes are generally wear off very quickly, but this one hardly there is any wear and tear on this part of the shoe. So loved running on this one. And third one which I'll be showing you guys is, sorry, before that, also wanted to talk a very nice feature. While this is very light, they have created a heel gird here, which is a very nice cushion. There is not much of cushion in anywhere in this shoe on the upper, except this area, which kind of give you a heel lock. You can see there's a nice heel lock which happens. So that's about Magic Speed. I will now move on to the next one, which is my Metressa. I use a particular terminology for Metressa. For me, Metressa is a racing flat. This shoe is just 190 grams. It's damn light. It is a damn light shoe. Now, what are the specs of this shoe? It has a 24 stack height with just 9 drop. So what it does is that the front foot or the midfoot area, where I midfoot line, there the stack height is really low. Okay. Apart from that, this is a great shoe. This also again has a half from here till there, half carbon plate. I have actually ran this one. I used this shoe when I was running the last Hyderabad marathon. I really loved, even at say 35, 36 kilometers, when generally I start feeling a little tired. This was giving me really nice and snappy. This is even harder. I don't know whether because of the less foam midsole foam on the front fit, or for whatever reason, I find this is even tighter than a Magic Speed. The carbon plate really works when you are putting a little bit of effort on going for a faster run. This is a great shoe, but this is absolutely not a shoe for a easy run. So typically I'll say, if someone buying this, break it a little bit. You don't need to break it more, because it's so hard, it will generally not break, right? So use this shoe for your race day. This is a great shoe if you are a 10K runner. If you are a 5K runner, this is a fantastic shoe. But even for a half marathon, I will recommend people who are used to um, kind of shoes which are, say for example, Nike Free, which is minimalistic kind of shoe. This is a great shoe for them. This The only other backdrop drawback is the toe box. The toe box is really narrow, but that's a typical um, feature of most of the shoe, which try to give you a more race feel, right? If you want to run very fast, you find most of the faster running shoes that the toe box is not very wide. It is a problem for people who have very wide feet. For them this is a little crampy, but otherwise this is a great shoe for the faster runs. Again, the new age Essex outsole, extremely durable, I'll say. Again, I have run more than 600 kilometers in this shoe, but see, there is barely any, just little bit on the side, some bit, but rest it is absolutely fine. So that's about it, guys. Today I wanted to share this shoe review. Um, I would invite people to see these and give me as much as comment possible. Please let me know how you felt, what you want me to address more, or what we should try to bring in for future shoe reviews, or what I have missed, what I need to do more, and uh, subscribe my channel. See more about it, talk about it among your people, and press the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I'm live or whenever I'm putting up any new videos here. Love talking to all of you. And for the next Monday tidbits, wait till next Monday. Next Monday might be a little different because I'll be traveling, and I hope I'll get adequate network to have a live stream. Till then, see you. Bye bye. And enjoy your week. I hope all of you have had a good rest day today. And from tomorrow, it's a new week. Go ahead. Kill it, guys. Bye bye.